Do you find yourself constantly replaying painful memories, unable to move forward? If so, you're not alone. Many of us carry the weight of our past experiences, and these emotional wounds can hold us back from living our best lives. But what if there was a way to break free from this cycle? What if there was an antidote that could help us overcome the wounds of our past? In this video, we'll explore a powerful solution that has helped countless people heal and grow. We'll dive deep into understanding our emotional wounds, why they persist, and most importantly, how we can finally let them go. This isn't about quick fixes or surface-level solutions. We're going to tackle the root of the problem and discover a truly effective way to heal. Let's start by looking at the weight of the past. Our past experiences shape who we are, but sometimes they can become a heavy burden. Think about how past hurts might be affecting your life right now. Maybe you struggle to trust others because of a betrayal, or perhaps you hold yourself back from new opportunities because of past failures. These are just a few ways that unresolved issues from our past can impact our present. The effects of these wounds aren't always obvious. Sometimes they show up in subtle ways. You might find yourself overreacting to minor setbacks, struggling with low self-esteem, or having difficulty forming close relationships. These are all signs that past wounds are still influencing your life. To truly understand how to heal, we need to first understand our wounds. Emotional wounds come in many forms. They can result from childhood experiences, traumatic events, or even seemingly small incidents that left a big impact. Some common types of emotional wounds include rejection, abandonment, humiliation, and betrayal. These wounds don't just disappear over time. Instead, they shape our beliefs about ourselves and the world around us. For example, if you experienced repeated rejection as a child, you might develop a belief that you're not good enough. This belief then influences your behaviors and decisions as an adult. Understanding our wounds is crucial because it helps us see the connection between our past experiences and our current struggles. It's not about blaming the past, but rather recognizing its influence so we can start to break free. This brings us to the cycle of pain. When we don't address our emotional wounds, we often end up repeating patterns that reinforce our pain. Let's say you have a fear of abandonment. You might unconsciously push people away before they have a chance to leave you. This behavior then leads to more experiences of loneliness and abandonment, reinforcing your original fear. This cycle doesn't just affect our relationships. It can impact every area of our lives. Our unresolved issues might hold us back in our careers, prevent us from pursuing our passions, or even affect our physical health. The ripple effect of our emotional wounds can be far-reaching and long-lasting. So what do we typically do when faced with these painful emotions and memories? Many of us search for solutions, often in the wrong places. We might try to avoid thinking about the past altogether, pushing our feelings down and pretending everything is fine. Or we might seek distraction through work, entertainment, or even unhealthy habits. Some people try to heal by constantly analyzing their past, hoping that if they just understand it well enough, the pain will go away. Others might attempt to positively think their way out of their pain, repeating affirmations without addressing the underlying wounds. While these approaches might provide temporary relief, they often fall short in providing lasting healing. Avoidance and distraction only push the problem aside temporarily. Overanalysis can keep us stuck in the past instead of moving forward. And positive thinking alone isn't enough to rewire deep-seated beliefs and emotional patterns. So what is the antidote? What can truly help us overcome the wounds of our past? The answer might surprise you in its simplicity, yet its impact is profound. The antidote we're talking about is self-compassion. Self-compassion is the practice of treating ourselves with kindness, understanding, and acceptance, especially in the face of our perceived failings or struggles. It's about recognizing our shared humanity and understanding that everyone experiences difficulties and makes mistakes. You might be wondering, how can being kind to myself help heal my past wounds? The power of self-compassion lies in its ability to change our relationship with our pain. Instead of fighting against our wounds or trying to ignore them, self-compassion allows us to acknowledge our hurt, with gentleness and understanding. When we approach our past with self-compassion, we create a safe space for healing. We stop blaming ourselves for things that weren't our fault. We begin to see our struggles as part of the human experience rather than personal failings. And most importantly, we start to treat ourselves with the same kindness and support we would offer a good friend. This might sound too good to be true, but there's solid science backing up the effectiveness of self-compassion. Research has shown that practicing self-compassion can lead to decreased anxiety and depression, increased resilience, and improved overall well-being. Studies have found that self-compassion actually changes our brain. It reduces activity in the areas associated with self-criticism and increases activity in areas related to self-awareness and emotional regulation. This means that over time, self-compassion can help rewire our brains for healing and growth. One study found that people who practice self-compassion for just 2 weeks reported significant decreases in depression and increases in happiness. Another study showed that self-compassion was more effective than self-esteem in promoting emotional resilience. But how exactly does self-compassion help us heal our past wounds? First, it allows us to face our pain without being overwhelmed by it. When we approach our wounds with kindness, we create a sense of safety that allows us to explore our emotions without getting stuck in them. Self-compassion also helps us break the cycle of self-blame and negative self-talk that often accompanies past hurts. Instead of berating ourselves for our perceived failings or weaknesses, we learn to offer ourselves understanding and support. This shift in self-talk can be incredibly powerful in changing our deep-seated beliefs about ourselves. Moreover, self-compassion promotes self-forgiveness. Many of us carry guilt or shame about things that happened in the past, even when they weren't our fault. Self-compassion helps us recognize our shared humanity and imperfection, making it easier to forgive ourselves and others. Another important aspect of self-compassion is that it helps us develop emotional resilience. When we're kind to ourselves in the face of difficulty, we build the strength to face our challenges head-on. This resilience is crucial for healing past wounds and preventing future ones. Now that we understand the power of self-compassion, let's talk about how to cultivate it in our daily lives. The good news is that self-compassion is a skill that can be learned and strengthened over time. One simple way to start practicing self-compassion is through mindful awareness. This involves noticing your thoughts and feelings without judgment. When you catch yourself engaging in self-criticism or dwelling on past hurts, pause and take a deep breath. Acknowledge your pain without trying to push it away or fix it. Next, remind yourself of your shared humanity. Whatever you're going through, you're not alone. Everyone experiences pain, makes mistakes, and faces challenges. This doesn't minimize your experience, but it can help you feel less isolated in your struggles. Another powerful practice is to speak to yourself as you would to a good friend. If a friend came to you with the same problem or pain, what would you say to them? How would you treat them? Try offering yourself the same kindness and understanding. You can also try writing a compassionate letter to yourself. Imagine a wise and caring version of yourself writing to the part that's struggling. What words of comfort and encouragement would you offer? Physical self-care is another important aspect of self-compassion. This might involve taking a relaxing bath, going for a walk in nature, or simply giving yourself a hug. These physical acts of kindness can help reinforce the mental and emotional practice of self-compassion. It's important to note that cultivating self-compassion takes time and practice. You might encounter resistance at first. Many of us are so used to being hard on ourselves that kindness feels uncomfortable or even undeserved. This is normal and doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. If you find yourself struggling with self-compassion, start small. Even a moment of kindness towards yourself is a step in the right direction. Remember, you're learning a new skill, and it's okay to take it one step at a time. Some people worry that being compassionate towards themselves will make them weak or complacent. But research shows the opposite is true. Self-compassion actually motivates us to learn from our mistakes and strive for personal growth. It gives us the emotional security to face our challenges and make positive changes in our lives. As you begin to practice self-compassion, you might start to notice changes in various areas of your life. Many people find that their relationships improve as they become more compassionate towards themselves. When we're kinder to ourselves, we often become kinder to others as well. You might also notice improvements in your mental health. Self-compassion has been shown to reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression. It can help buffer against stress and promote overall emotional well-being. In terms of personal growth, self-compassion can give you the courage to try new things and take healthy risks. When you're not afraid of beating yourself up over failures, you become more willing to step out of your comfort zone. Even your physical health can benefit from self-compassion. Studies have found links between self-compassion and better health behaviors, like exercising regularly and eating a balanced diet. When we treat ourselves with kindness, we're more likely to take good care of our bodies. The healing process isn't always linear. There will be ups and downs, moments of progress, and moments of setback. This is where the power of self-compassion really shines. It gives us a constant source of support and understanding, no matter what we're going through. Healing from past wounds is a journey, not a destination. Each step you take towards self-compassion is a step towards healing. Even on days when it feels hard, know that you're making progress simply by trying. I want to encourage you to take the first step on your journey of self-compassion today. Start by simply noticing how you talk to yourself. Are you kind and understanding, or harsh and critical? Just bringing awareness to your self-talk can be a powerful first step. You deserve compassion. Your past experiences, no matter how painful, don't define your worth. You are worthy of kindness, understanding, and love, especially from yourself. Healing is possible. With self-compassion as your tool, you have the power to overcome the wounds of your past and create a future filled with more joy, peace, and fulfillment. It won't always be easy, but it will always be worth it. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it has given you valuable insights and practical tools to begin your journey of healing through self-compassion. Remember, every moment is a new opportunity to be kind to yourself. Start now and see how it can transform your life.